Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's good. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to Spartan923 Gaming. I am your host, Spartan923, aka Firehawk5150, aka Lucas, and we are doing another surprise Sunday Let's Play. This is because Thursday I will not be available to do a stream because I need to get away and spend time with family. It's much needed and something that I need to do. So. And also for the little guy, it's Halloween. I want to take him over to see his grandparents, let him have some fun, let him be cute for a while. And so what's going to happen is, yes, this will be here on Twitch, but these will not be premiering on YouTube until Thursday and Friday. The first half of this stream will air 4:30 Central Time US on YouTube on Thursday night. And then Friday, 4:30 Central Time US, the second half will be posted on YouTube. So that's just how it's going to go. So if you're going to watch it here, you'll watch it here. But if you're waiting on YouTube, that's just how it's going to go. Just so I can get my base kind of, let Twitch get its views and then let YouTube get its views, yada, yada, yada. So, upcoming schedule right now, as I mentioned, Thursday will not be happening. I was going to do it Wednesday, but I have a doctor's appointment, so that won't work. And then Friday, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do Friday then Saturday. I mean, right now I'm fine because I did do a 5-hour, almost 6-hour long stream last night. But right now, it's a chill morning. I've got laundry going. It's going to be fine. So, other than that, let's go ahead and get on into it, shall we? All right. So if you hear a thudding noise, it's probably my dryer. But let's do this. Hang on. We'll do this simple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So if you hear a thudding noise, it's probably my dryer. But let's do this. Hang on. We'll do this simple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Sync is good. Okie dokie. So when we last left off, we were working on a Panzer II and a I don't know what it is. An armored half-track German model. SDK FZ. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. But I almost forgot to do hi chat. Hi chat. There we go. Chat gets there. Hello. I don't get my head ripped off. Oh, it's still uploading. Okay. All right. So last night was awesome. I rarely do things with other people who just ask him the question. But last night I was feeling like, you know what, we could use a third. This guy seems to know what he's talking about. Why not? Let's reach out. Let's reach out and just bring in someone from the community. And we did. And it was awesome. A lot of jokes. I will say, last night would be, the jokes probably, I mean, they're along the lines of 18 plus. I mean, it wasn't like we were going in depth on anything, but it was pretty funny. So, I enjoyed it. So, anyway. So, I pulled in the vehicles that we left off with. So, sorry. Today I'm having a weird speech day where my lisp, I have a slight lisp, which some of you probably know already. But, today I'm really noticing it, so I'm actually technically trying to fix it constantly. So, it's a thing. So, did I go ahead and purchase everything we needed for this build? So this is a 2, and these ones have like a whole radio station and stuff inside of them. We have not bought everything we needed. That was wrong. How does my wife feel about me streaming 2 days in a row? She's okay with it as long as I don't overdo it. The worst thing about it is sometimes I'll go streaming and I won't have like drank any water or anything, so I'll like dehydrate on stream and it's terrible. So I've got my body armor. I've got some ice water, ice fizzy water. Yeah, I know, totally bougie and posh, right? Anyway. Oh, I totally did that. Did I get the parts? I didn't buy them! Oh, there's brand new parts. Okay. Alright. So this part was being a bit of a bitch. But I think I cleaned it enough. Let's try this. But are they still being cleaned? Is there anything I could put on this? There's nothing I can put on the thing. Oh, that is terrible seating. It is a Wanda. We sit here in the command chair, so flexible, so good for the bottom. I don't sound like German soldier, I sound like German stylist.
I need to stop. Joss Queen Slay. I need to stop. Oh, I forgot there's like 5 or 10 periscopes on this thing. I sound like the horses from Ferdinand. Yeah, that's exactly where I modeled the voice from. Oh, you stupid cows. That's the interior. And the exterior. Alright, turret's done. Sweet! Oh, how's the situation with Meg's car? So that thing is a thing. How we're approaching it is I'm going to buy a commonly replaced part for that vehicle that was listed on the sheet, and I'm going to try replacing that first. And hopefully that turns off the check engine light, and then everything will be fine, hunky-dory. If not, I will have to replace another part. And if it becomes a part that if it becomes something so complicated that I can't do it, we're going to have a thing. And it means that I'm not going to be happy, and my mechanic's not going to be happy, because I'm going to have to say, hey, I need this, and I need it done within the week, yada, yada, yada. And of course, we got holidays coming up, and for some reason, everyone in the world decides to get their cars worked on holidays. 1, because everyone's off. 2, because everyone's going somewhere. And 3, just because it just happens like that. And also I think my mechanic actually takes time off in the winter. And also, my original mechanic, he retired, so his son took over the business, which isn't bad. His son does good work. I just wish they would call me, like, on an inspection day, because I'll drop it off Friday, and I will want to pick it up Saturday, and they're only open till, like, 10:30 on Saturday. So, either I need to be on the ball, or they need to call me the day before so I can just come pick it up. But there again, if I know, because in inspections, everyone's like, it's like 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm like, yeah, but I got stuff to do for that 30 minutes to an hour. And so, and it's not, I get it. It's a very first world mindset to have on that. That people get things done when they get them done. And everyone needs to cooperate to make things work. I get it. It's just sometimes in my head I'm a little petty. I'm like, I really just wish they'd call me. Man, these German tanks. Just screws. Did the Wolverine make it into the museum? No, it did not. I didn't put it in the museum yet. There's a reason for that, too. Because I'm trying to put vehicles in that have all of their components, meaning their ammunition, their mounted guns, all that. So I'm trying to do dig out tanks as much as possible. Why does it matter if I stream or not to my wife? Because my wife is technically my producer, the person that allows this to happen. And before anyone gets on me about it, I'm going to tell you right now, the relationship we have is that we work as a team. Neither one of us is master of the ship or anything like that. We work together and we decide on things. And when I decided to do streaming, she said, okay, well, here's what you need to do. Or here's what he's like, just figure out. And she was like, fine. And then as I started streaming, I was streaming nearly every day. And she saw me falling apart. And she's like, okay, you need to balance your schedule. And she very calmly said, here's a good schedule for you. Do this. And that's what I did. That's why we have the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday one for flexibility. And on those days, she's completely fine with it. Now, when the baby came to be, we then sat down and I said, look, I am more than willing to stop everything to come and help you with the baby. You just need to tell me. And after a few times and a few growing pains with that one, we worked it out. And as you can tell from one of my Thursday streams, I had to stop early. And there was another stream where I had to stop early too. Bray just would not calm down. And it usually takes both of us to get him to calm down on those situations. And being a dad, I have a responsibility to my family and my kid. And I am going to do that. There are some people who do not get that and think everything should be dedicated to one thing or another. And to you, I have to say, wait till you have something that you have to be responsible for. Like a house or a car or a kid or a pet. And people are like, oh, I take care of my cat. My cat's fine. The cat takes care of itself most of the time. And I'll tell you right now, your cat could be hurting right now and you not know. So don't come at me saying that cats are easy to take care of. That's BS. Not even a dog is easy to take care of. I will say a dog is easier to take care of than a cat. $92. What about you is missing? Oh. Glitchy in the game. Oh, Sparky Blood. No, but none of this would be possible without the support of my wife. She's an awesome partner. She tolerates a lot. And I consider myself very lucky. And she finds the streams entertaining. So having someone that's willing to watch and critique at the same time, that's amazing. And she even said she'd be willing to moderate if I get to the point of where I actually have more people in chat and all that. That would be awesome. So yeah, it's a lucky streak I have. When it comes to my streaming. And hey, we are one viewer away from our 120 goal. So hey, 119, come on. One more follower, guys. One more follower. Be cool. Be cool, man. Be cool. I need to move that closer. crouch. Work on it. Have I thought of Car Mechanic Simulator? Yes, I actually do play Car Mechanic Simulator, but I mostly play it for my son. Will I play it on stream? Maybe. It was actually an honest toss-up of Car Simulator or Tank Simulator. I really wanted to do Warbird Mechanic Simulator, but that one's not available for the Series X. Woo, boy. So many screws. If anyone was watching it last night, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. It was a fun night, especially with the new map and everything. Also having a decent third person. That was awesome. Axos is great. And then having our drunken friend Dark show up, ask, is it worth it? Yeah. Here's the thing. Is that I grew up where video games were anywhere from $39.99 to $49.99 to $59.99. And I agree that I think what gaming companies should do now is focus less on what's going to make the game expensive and just work on quality. Build a game that people want. Don't build this idea and then add on and add on and add on and add on. Go with the formula that works and make the game works, and then for DLC and stuff, do different editions. Stuff like that. Not everything has to be Fortnite. I'm going to say right now, I actually feel really bad because of this. Me and my buddy Raph recently started playing Halo together on Halo Infinite multiplayer on Fridays. And I told him this Friday, I'm like, dude, I feel so bad. He's like, why? What's wrong? And I'm like, I almost gave up on this game. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I almost gave up on this game because of the multiplayer. I was so tired of card packs and random draws and hoping you got a new set of armor instead of getting the same old low-level cards and stuff like that. I hated it. I'm like, I was so done with it. I'm like, I can't do that anymore. It's so stupid. I want to be able to earn. I want to know that I can get what I'm going to get. I want a definite thing. I mean, because if anyone knows me, I love Master Chief's Mark 6, the Mark 6 armor. It is always my favorite, no matter what customizations I do with Halo armor. I am always going to love the Mark 6 armor, and there is nothing you can do to change my mind. And the reason I said in Infinite is that I'm like, well, they don't have his armor available, and they're like, oh, well, that has to be earned. And I'm like, or that you can't get it that way. And I'm like, well, that's stupid. And I'd say one of the best things that ever happened in Halo 3 and in Halo Reach was you unlocked armor by what you did. And I loved that. I loved that. I'm like, and Reach did it better, in my opinion. It didn't care if you played multiplayer or played campaign. You could achieve all of the armor by just playing the game. That was it. And I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And yeah, people are always like, no, you need to have exclusivity in something so that you can show you're better than everyone. I'm like, no, you don't. You absolutely do not need that. That is this whole mindset of you need to be able to show people you're better than them. No, you don't. I mean, your gamer score shows that. You have that already. That doesn't need to be something that's constantly put into people saying you're not good if you don't have this, this, or this. It's like the damn thing that's been happening with Space Marine. A bunch of gatekeepers said, you shouldn't get this helmet after the patch because now they've made such and such easier. You don't deserve to have the helmet on the hardest difficulty because you did do it when it was the hardest. And that is the most childishly stupid bullshit I've ever heard. And I know I'm going on a rant, but this just pisses me off. The type of gatekeeping and ideas that people think you're not good unless you do it, and it's extremely difficult. I'm telling you right now, I did the Endure achievement. The Endure achievement. The Vidmaster challenges of Halo 3. They were hard. And we earned Recon, a armor that was only available to friends of Bungie. They only released it to people that worked with them, or special guests, or streamers that they liked and wanted them to promote the game. They only released it to them. And it was only available for staff, too. So, what did they do? Everyone kept saying, can we please have Recon? Can we have Recon? And they were doing it. It was happening so much that people were getting banned from Recon. And being banned from the game because of it. They were just menacing Bungie so much. And then finally, when Halo 3 came out, the Vidmaster challenge, the Vidmasters dropped. When Halo 3 ODST came out, the Vidmaster challenge became a thing. And I'm telling you, it was rough. Rough to the point of which I was sitting on Bungie.net looking at my team's KD stats. Like, hey, you really need to start tightening it up or doing stuff like this. I'm like, and then they'd go and they'd judge on me. They'd be like, hey, you really need to pull your weight because you're not killing enough. So we would go on. We would have training sessions. I'm telling you, training sessions to get good enough to get the Endure achievement. I am not joking. And I was adamant to the point of which there was one time I walked into at my local EB Games, electronic boutique, EB Games, which is owned by GameStop. And said to the guy, I went and I bought a Recon action figure because I was so tired. I was so tired. We kept missing. I was just so tired. And I was like, I can't, guys. I'm done. I'm never going to get it. And I told him. And I'm not going to say his last name, but his name's Mike. I said, Mike, this is probably the only way I'm ever going to get Recon. And he's like, I think you're going to get it. I think you're going to get it, and you're going to be so proud of yourself. And I remember I was working at... I don't work there anymore, so I can say it. I was working at a Deals, which is like a subsidiary of Dollar Tree. I don't even know if they exist anymore. But I was working for them, and one night I was just so fed up. I was fed up with my boss. I was fed up with the customers I was dealing with. I was just so done. And I had a weekend off. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I wanted to, I mean, what I wanted to say, because here's how my boss treated me there. They demanded, she didn't ask you. She demanded you do everything that she told you to do, and demanded that you never gave her lip about it, and demanded that you be able to do the impossible. So here's what the impossible was. I did stock loading, and I also had to run cash register. So I would run cash register, and then I'd have a line. I'd call for help, and then she would take her sweet time coming up to help, when it would just be me and her in the store. And then before she'd get on a cash register, she's like, you know, there's stock all over the floors. Why aren't you doing that? I'm like, I've been in this line. I've been dealing with this line for the last hour. I'm like, well, why didn't you call anyone sooner? And I'm like, I did 30 minutes ago. And so she would always be like, well, it seems like this is a you problem, not a my problem. And I'm like, it is your problem. You're the manager. And then there would be times in the middle of a rush, where there's like lines through the store. She'd be like, you need to go out there and clean up the shelves. I'm like, do you not see what I'm doing? And I'd say like, okay, what I would say is, okay, let me get these customers taken care of. She's like, no, it needs to be taken care of now. I'm like, then I would say, I'm like, do you not see that I have like 10 people in line? Like, well, someone's coming up to help you. I'm like, but are they here right now? I'm not shutting down my line. So, and there were a few good ones there, but she had like one lady who was like a complete like follower of this lady. Oh my gosh, it was horrendous how dedicated this person was. I mean, she was, and I was so happy. I was one of like 5 people that was so happy when this lady got transferred. Oh man, I was so happy when our boss got transferred. I was completely ecstatic. And I'm like, yay, I don't have to listen to this anymore. We're going to have a good boss that actually listens to us and actually helps us out and actually understands that we can't go do 50 things at the same time. And then she'd always compare me to my sister, because my sister worked there before I did. She's like, well, Chelsea never gave us this. Oh, that's my sister's name. And I'm like, well, she never gave us trouble like this. She was able to do everything. I'm like, I want to say, do you hate me because I'm a man or something? Or do you just hate me? Do you hate me because I'm not my sister? And I was going to school at the time, and I was so ready to get out of it. I was like, I'm done with you. I'm done with this. I am done. And I just, there was just so much. I was just fed up with it, that place. But on my weekend, because I was just like, I said to people, I'm like, I'm not going to be available this weekend. I need the weekend. And so I think my parents were out of town, and I just had the house to myself. I got myself a pizza. I got myself my controller, a fresh pack of batteries, and I was just going through the firefight lobbies, just looking for teams. And me and my buddy teamed up, and we all kept going. And we get to one lobby where we made it to set 3. And we were almost to the end, and then we died. And we're at the point, like, right now, we aren't taking it seriously. We're like, it's cool. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. And then all of a sudden, it's like midnight, Saturday night, midnight. Oh, man. The time where you are young enough to be able to go like, it's only midnight. And not feel the regret in the morning. Oh, God. That's where I was. And I'm like, you know what, guys? And then we get to one map. And because we were using one map that they always say, do it on this map or this map. So we were doing it on one of the maps. And I'm like, okay. So we've been on this map for a few hours. And we're like, okay, let's switch it up. Let's go do it on this one. I don't like this one. It's small, but let's do it on this one. So we get all teamed up, ready to go. And we make it through the first 3 rounds, first set. Okay, that's awesome. Then we start the second one. First wave, second wave, third wave, first set of the first round of the second set. Then we get through first wave, second wave, third wave, second round. Okay. And this isn't, for me, at this point, I'm like, oh, that's nice that we're doing so well, but we're still not there. And I'm, of course, just being the biggest skeptic I can. I'm like, there's going to be some screw up. We're going to screw up somewhere. It's just not going to work for us. And so, but at this point, I'm just playing. Then we get to the third set. The goal, I think, is on heroic, and you have to reach the fourth. It was either the fourth or fifth set. And I had already done all the other Vidmasters. But at this point, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, okay. So the third one starts. I'm like, hey guys, we're on the third set. I'm like, yeah. First round. Get through it. Second round. We get through it. Third round. We're like, guys, we just have to make it. I think it's 5 waves, 3 rounds for a set. Yeah. So, round one, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. And we are all just working off each other. We're calling out grenade throws. We're telling people, hey, there's a grab hammer. Hey, there's a fuel rod gun. Hey, go grab these. Keep them stocked for the last round. Hey. And then on the last round, we were looking around. All the grunts are gone. There is a brute jetpack brute, which honestly could have gone either way. We're all just like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And I just have a gravity hammer. I run over and I smash him out of the window. I'm like, did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? And then all of a sudden, we just hear set 4, and I'm like, oh man. And then all of a sudden I just see bloop bleep. I'm like, no way. And they're like, what? I'm like, endure. And all of a sudden I hear someone go, I got it too. Like, we did it. We fucking did it. And oh man, we were so ecstatic, so tired. And then, of course, the next day I get called into work. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm coming in. And then she goes like, why are you so happy? I'm like, I achieved something that I've been wanting to achieve for a while last night. And she's like, oh, I don't want to hear about it. And I'm like, okay, fine. I feel like I've accomplished something with my life. So, yeah. Maybe that's why she didn't want to hear it. Because she was working in a dime store, as a dollar store manager. So, but anywho. But then, of course, one of the assistant managers came up. She was like, "You just seem very happy today." I'm like, "Remember that game I was telling you about that I was playing that I was really frustrated about?" She's like, "Yeah, I finally beat the thing that I was trying to do, and I got what I was after." I showed her a picture of the armor and all. She's like, "Oh, that is so cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I've been working on it for months trying to get to it." And she's like, "Well, you must be very happy." I'm like, "I am. I'm so happy." She's like, "You know what? You should be happy." But she's like, "We're closing tonight. Just try to take it easy." And I'm like, "I was up till 2 a.m. and all that." She's like, "You look it." So, yeah, that manager was a sweetheart to me all the time, and never once gave me trouble. And then she got moved to a different location. She was so sad. I was upset. And then I'm like, but then when I went to visit her, she's like, "You know that so-and-so is going to be moved too." I'm like, "Is she? Really?" She's like, "Yeah, he is." I'm like, Great. She's like, "I figured you'd be happy about that." I'm like, "Yeah, she treated me like crap." She's like, "Well, I guess just desserts and all that." I'm like, I'm just ecstatic. So, and then I found out she's working at one by my house now, and so I don't ever go to that one anymore. So, yeah. She was not a nice lady. Not to me. She was nice to my sister, but not to me. I think I could never do anything right in her mind. I think I was just some stupid guy. But as I was saying to my friend, I'm like, this is what, because I found out that you can get the Mark 6, but you have to reach the heroic level, which is the last highest level of rank in Halo Infinite. And I looked at the math and everything. I'm like, it's possible. It can be done in like a year. If you played constantly, you could have it done in a year. And I'm like, I just wish I had remembered, because I wouldn't have given up. I wish things, and he told me, "Luke, don't blame yourself on this. It started out bad. The multiplayer started out bad. Everything started out bad as far as the after on this. So don't blame yourself on that one. You were dealing with a bum deal, and luckily it turned around, and now you're back in it. And it's all because of Firefight. Firefight is my jam. It is horde mode in rounds, and I love it. And there's like a new one coming out now for ODSTs and all that, so I'm super excited about it. I'm glad to be getting back into Halo. I've already started ranking up really fast. It's awesome. I'm super happy about it, and I hope to at least achieve the armor I want. Because I used to never put down a Halo game until I got what I wanted out of it. And in Halo 3, I think I achieved every achievement there was. I think the hardest one I had was the double kill with a laser gun. But I did get that one eventually. Because it was part of a VidMaster. And I think like the Bull True, or like, I think there was one where you had to like kill someone with a sword who was on a mongoose. Or something. It was a ridiculous one, but I got it. And of course, I think it was like beat the whole thing on Legendary with all these skulls on. And I'm like, oh god, that's terrible. But I did it. Yeah, that was good peak gaming, I tell you. When everything you did earned you something. And, I mean, at first, Halo 3, it was what achievements you got unlocked the armor you wanted. And I'm like, okay, well, some of these are really hard achievements. But I came up with a plan. I watched tutorials. I learned how to do it. I trained myself to do it. And people would be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going for this achievement. And they're like, oh, okay. And sometimes they would even help you out. That was awesome. When people actually gave a damn and helped you out instead of saying, yeah, just get good, scrub. Just get good. Or just, if you can't get good, get rid of your console, because you ain't worth it. No, that's stupid. That mindset is so Fortnitely stupid. And I know people say, well, you say get good, scrub. I'm like, I do it as a joke. When I do it, you'll hear it in my voice. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Get good, scrub. And I'm like, because I was doing that last night with Axos. Axos is ranked 25 in every rank, or every established role in Warhammer. Except one. And the only reason he didn't get it last night is because I was in it all last night, because I love playing with the Power Fist. So, I'm going to say right now, when I'm saying get good, scrub, I'm doing it ironically, because number one, he's the best person that I was playing with, and he can take a joke. Now, if I knew it was someone who would get offended by it, I'd not say a thing. Because I don't want to bash on that person's confidence. Axos last night had the bragging power. He had the ability to kick my butt in the next week. I mean, there was nothing about Axos that was just, yeah, there's nothing I can argue on this. And he was the best, and all I could do is like, yeah, get good, scrub. But I will say, the thing is that the attitude doesn't have to be there. The whole like, yeah, I'm better than you. The cockiness, the just like lack of respect just doesn't have to be there. And I don't know why people find that to be a way to treat people. It is just so pig-headed, in my opinion. And everyone's like, well, you just have a skewed view of the world. No, I don't. I genuinely believe that everyone's capable of good. But I also know that there are people out there who are completely only capable of being jackasses. And I believe those people need to be called out more. And I don't think they should be normalized or anything. I think they should be seen as the jackasses they are. Oh, dusty pen. Anyway, though. I mean, but that's why I promote what I call casual gaming, which is to take the seriousness out of it. It's a game. We're here for fun. We aren't here to just beat everyone into the ground. We are here because we enjoy this hobby and we have fun. And we should have fun. And no one should feel left out. That's the thing. And no, I'm not saying, so don't try to look behind or anything. No, don't twist my words. And honestly, I believe everyone deserves a fair chance in everything. So don't go skewing my words. Now, there's a lot of people who like to just take little tidbits of this whole idea since so-and-so has been in office of, only take the words you want to hear, and then if you don't like something said, use that as the principle as to why you're upset. Blame all of it on that. I mean, that's so stupid. I mean, this whole idea of just making everyone fight about stuff is just stupid. Stupid, pointless, gets nothing done. So this is actually one we're working on. So. All right, that did it. Put this bucket together and turn it over. There we go. Done. Cranky, 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 cranky. Let that baby burn. Alright, let's turn it in. Alright, and then let's check the mailbox. More need help and tank extraction opportunity. We're definitely doing that. Ooh, a Stug. That'd be awesome. Sebastian again. Definitely accepting this. Let's bring the Stug in too. First things first, let's finish up this. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we have the new parts. We just need to get everything else out of this. Ja, torschen ba, ja. Die torschen ba. A lot of hand crank vehicles in World War II, I'm telling you. So why Sunday? Oh, well, because I had the energy, that's why. I just woke up and I'm like, you know what? I've got the energy, I've got the drive, I've got the time. Let's just do it. And it's not a game that I have to think too much on. It's one that I just kind of naturally get into and can just put to work. So, yeah, that's why. Oh, and for anyone who doesn't know, I have a friend. Their name is Arden. They are going to be coming back from a hiatus soon on Twitch, so definitely. I believe they are in my recommended. Arden. They're awesome. They were in a Ruby group with me, a Ruby cosplay group with me. They're very friendly, very awesome. LGBTQ friendly. I have no complaints about them at all. They're just decent human beings. Love them to death. and I hope they're doing well. Fun cosplayer too, just awesome. And that's something I got checked, is that keep getting asked, are we LGBTQ friendly? Yes, we absolutely are. I thought I put it in my tags, but I'll have to recheck my tags on Twitch for sure. I know it doesn't always pop up in my tags on YouTube, but as far as I know, we are. And the only reason I can say that with confidence is because I own the channel. And the thing is, I'm not preachy about it or anything, but I have a lot of LGBTQ friends, trans friends, all that I think are awesome people. I believe they are there. I mean, all of them are happy as far as I know. And, well, despite some things, but all genuinely nice people. I've never once ever felt like they weren't, and they're good friends. I've loved hanging out with them when we did, and yeah, so I'd hang out. If any of them were to message me and set up a time, I would say, hey, I'm available, let's go. And yeah, it's a weird steering wheel. I mean, we had a whole Pride Month thing with Astroneer, so I don't know why that seemed to be not the biggest clue at all. All right. Oh yeah, format for today is the usual two-parter. So in about 55 minutes, we will be taking a break. I will be changing some laundry and maybe grabbing myself a cup of noodles and then getting right back into it. And even though I doubt she does, I'm not going to say her name out loud, but to my sister-in-law on my wife's side, I really hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing better. I know it's been rough, and I don't know exactly what you're going through at the moment, but I hope that you bounce back and that I could either get you into a game of D&D or give you something to paint or something like that. Really worried about you, and I hope you're bouncing back. So, love you lots. And just know I'm worrying about you, and I'm hoping you're getting better. That's all I can ask. So, in your own time, don't try to rush it. So, yeah. Whew. Okay. Are you excited for the new game on Tuesday? Yes, I am. I'm super excited about Starship Troopers because I love the Starship Troopers series. And yeah, I've had lots of people go like, that's like they're pretty much Nazis in that game, right? I'm like, I get it, but you don't get what satire is. That's why I like it. I love satire. Satire's funny. It's pretty much making a joke of it. And if you can't see that, then you really got a few things you got to work out on your own, Chief. I think that's for the exhaust, but yeah, that's for the exhaust. Alright. I did get the engine, right? Yeah, I got the engine. Okay, so now we go to paint. Yep. Okay. Switching to the paint now. Oh yes, a lovely German grey. It's beautiful. Oh, Octoliba. I really do not speak German at all. Whatever words I know, I'm probably butchering, so I apologize immediately. This is a tiny engine for that big vehicle. Let's see. Here's something. Hey, Luke. It's really great to. It was really great to have Rio back on the stream. Missed her so much. Hope she's doing well. Yes, she's doing fine. She only gets so much time sometimes, and she does a pretty physical job at the nursing home. So, and she just. Sometimes it's a hit or miss if she wants to play or not. And then we have the baby that we have to take care of too. So most of the time she is kind of in a state of, I want to play, but I can't because of baby, and I'm also tired, or I'm just tired, or just because baby, or yada yada yada. And if it's something she really wants to play, she will do everything in her power to get the ability to play it. So, I mean, as of right now, that's a fancy color. As of right now, we are going to probably be talking to Bray's grandma to see if she can hold him a little longer on Tuesday. Just so that we could get, because she really wants to be involved on Team Up Tuesday for Starship Troopers. I honestly really love half-track vehicles. I honestly do not know if they were worth it. Because some say, like, oh, well, they were cool, but, I mean, that's the one thing, is that you'll see all these interesting vehicles in World War II, but you also understand that a lot of them were experimental and the first of their kind. So you sometimes sit back and wonder, were they great, or were they just like, we built this and now we have to tolerate it because we can't afford to make anything else? Do I have future plans in Minecraft? Yes, I do. I have one idea about a super quick build. It'll probably take me a stream to do it, but for me, that's a quick build. I want to build it far away so that when it's found, it's like, oh my god! And I want it far enough that I can portal to it if I needed to. So. Let's see, what other questions we have? Lucas, female Space Marines, yes or no? No. And not for any other reason than just that's just how the lore is. And I know that there are some things, lore-wise and things, that should be capable of change, but I also think that when it's something set in lore, it should be... You should respect lore enough that if that's the dynamic it was going for, it shouldn't be messed with. My personal opinion. Believe me, if Warhammer was new and did have decades and decades of lore written and established, it's kind of like with the Halo, it's kind of like with the current Halo, former Halo, thing. Am I short on tracks? Huh. Weird things ahead. Oh, the gearbox needs to go in. Duh. That's why things were weird. Huh. See, when they took Halo, which, number one, isn't as a legacy thing as Warhammer, and also Halo didn't establish anything like says this is the only way this works. Halo has female Spartans. Halo has LGBTQs. Halo has trans people. Halo has everything. Everything that you saw reflect in the show, everyone's like, oh, it's so woke, it's woke, it's woke. No. All that stuff was in the Halo universe. It just wasn't always brought forward. Now, my argument with Warhammer, where I am like, no, it needs to be this. It is established that the option of making female Space Marines was there, but they decided against it. And if you just explain that in the show as to why there aren't female Space Marines, I mean, the thing is that this is a empirical society where humans in general are treated like garbage. Not just women. Not just, and you could, the thing is that you don't have to have. I mean, number one, if you want a gay space marine, Emperor's Children. So, that's covered. But the Space Marines are not technically what you would consider human. They are altered human. And trying to humanize a weapon, which is what they tried to do I will say that's what they tried to do in Halo. Which, for what they were trying to do, it worked, kinda. But, am I for it? Not really. But the thing is that they said, the thing about Halo they said, it's not, it's a alternate telling of the story. It's not the exact story. So with that, I was like, okay, fine, do that. As long as you aren't saying it's Halo, no. Just say this is our telling of it in our direction, our own universe. Great, wonderful. Have at it. Fine with it, completely fine with it. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, it is what they call the Silver Canon. And I was fine with it. Because they said, this is not going to be exactly like your video game. And we saw that wasn't exactly like our video game. Now, the only complaint I have is that the sex scene. The sex scene, I honestly believe, should not have happened. But, there again, we're dealing with someone else's idea of a universe, and that's fine. But I also was like, I even think I argued this once. I said, I think Spartans were neutered. They were snipped, made sterile. But that's just me. But because I've read a lot of Halo books that talked about how the Spartans were made, and I believe that was one of the things where they were made sterile. But then, of course, a comic book came out that did say, I've got a kid, I've got a family. It was a retired Spartan. I'm like, okay. But it was a graphic novel that they said that these are not exactly canon. They are loose canon, if anything. So that's always a thing that could happen. But I was never fully against it or anything. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to hear this thing. Let's put the engine back in it. Oh, that's not the stud. In there. It's in there. Alright. Let's get these things But I don't hate Halo for that show. Oh, hey, Axos. But when it comes down to it, I didn't despise the Halo series. I just said this wasn't based off the video game. Well, or it's based off the video game, but it's not a repeat of the video game. And so when it comes to the Warhammer thing, though, I kind of have to side with the players in the sense of this is years and years of established canon and story and lore that you can't just go messing with. So, yeah, I mean, I may sound bad for that, but... Oh, here we go. Yeah, baby! Alright, now we're gonna go dig up another tank. Let's get this back to its owner. Alright, tank extraction opportunity. Let's go. I hope it's something cool. Will it be a mouse? That'd be great. But I think they say that the generation of a mouse in the game is very, very rare. Because there weren't a lot of mouses made. I think there's like only one mouse on display in the world, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's get in the car. Come on, be a friend. There we go. Put, 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 put. Forward! The throttle and the steering wheel are the same control. That is annoying. Alright, stop. Toggle engine, stop. Alright, so. Go out with our metal detector. Good, we're at like the perfect starting spot. So Reaper, did you sleep? You told me you don't sleep at all, but did you get any type of rest last night? Had a bit of rest. That's good. I mean, almost 6 straight hours of operations and carrying my punk ass around that map. And all the fisting. If you need insight on this joke, folks, go watch the video. If you got 5 hours and 50 minutes to dedicate. Nice. I'm gonna allow that. I'm allowing that. In Blood Angel armor, of course. You miss us. Now I'm just out in the field digging up tanks. Such a glare on this beeping thing. Oh, trees. Oh, I ran outside of the... That was jarring. I need my thing. Get back my thing. Walked too far out of range. Oh, poppies! Oh, that would make sense that all the tanks would be over in Europe. Oh. Alright, put a flag there. Gotta watch myself, make sure I don't go out of bounds. I'm not gonna find anything cool besides just the tank itself, really. I mean, yeah, finding a tank is cool, but also finding like the little stuff like the military badges and the handguns and stuff like that, that's pretty cool. Anything else around this area except for what we have found. Alright, to the Jeep. I need my shovel. Do this before the sun sets, or else I'm going to be digging out here in the dark. Oh, we found the tank. What is it? What is it? Is this a Wolverine? This might be a Wolverine with a gun. That's awesome. It might be. I may be wrong. Just from that back counterweight, though, what looked like a back counterweight, I think it might be. But we'll figure it out. No, get out of the vehicle, you son of a... Yeah. We found something. Really? I dug a hole and you found it. There we go. Sorry, my boom is acting weird. Okay. Oh, it is a Wolverine. Nice. Oh, the light's going down. Now for a little power wash simulator. Or the. Some ASMR for you guys. And back to the garage. Nice. There's a mouse. I could probably buy one with all the money I have. Alright. So we got Stug, and we got our Wolverine. This Wolverine is going to go in the museum for sure. So, first things first, let's rip out the engine. I better get the Stug's engine out too. Why am I calling it a Stug? Well, look what its name is. S-T-U-G. I'm calling it a Stug. I don't know if it was ever really called that, but I'm calling it that. Wait, you don't go there. Yeah, you don't have a turret. You just have a cannon. Huh. You also have some body work that needs some doing. Let's fix that hole. Probably what took out the tank itself right there. Yeah, this one probably did too. Yeah, that looks better. Let's go under the tank and make sure. Oh! Looks like I hit a mine or at a direct drop. There we go. And just to be sure, hop up. Doesn't look terrible, but... Alright. Engines are out. Let's start breaking these buggers down. Is there a death wound on this? Not by the look of it. No. Nope. Alright, let's start ripping them apart. Oh, first things first. Missing parts. A lot of stuff, though. I should probably buy the blueprints for it. Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. I get a lot of Wolverines. Alright. Start with the Stug. I will say, working on all these tanks, as I've mentioned before, it's fun in the sense of when I'm working on an American tank and a German tank, you sit there and wonder, were these two at the same fight? Did they come to contact? Did one of them take out the other? It's just always interesting. And I know it's a game. I know there's no historical... The only thing historic about it is the tanks themselves. There's, like, no... story beyond this legacy of I repair tanks, but for me, it just seems interesting. If I was like a tank a person that restored tanks or something like that, I would just be like, I want to know everything about this tank. Where did it come from? What destroyed it, or why was it left there, then if I had another one come in and they're like, oh, this was on the same battlefield as this one. Really? That's cool. And like, maybe this one took that one out. You don't know. I mean, I did find out that the Wolverine and the Panzer both were around at the same time. And that's pretty cool, in my opinion. And that it's very possible the Wolverine took out Panzers, so... email. There we go. Now things can start coming apart. Oh man, this is a bunch of stuff crammed into a small space. Shut up. No, you're there, Access, and you probably heard that. Shut up. If I can get all the breakdowns done before the 2-hour mark, that'd be great. We just start with the rebuild once I get back. All the German ones, hand crank. I mean, it's very possible that was the same with the American ones too. They just had different ways. Go. More screws. Hello. All right. engine looks slightly familiar. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Peachy. Get this one going. Ah, it does look like the same engine. At my break, I'm going to get myself a little something to eat, switch over my laundry, and I'll be right back. go. Go. Alrighty. Oh boy. All right, folks. After I get this part here, we're going to take our break. And I will be back in a few minutes after I take care of a few things, and then we will wrap up. Still got to take apart the engine and the turret on this thing, but we are making our way, so happy with that. Remember, don't forget to follow and subscribe here on Twitch. We are one away from our 120 follower goal. Greatly appreciate it, and don't forget, these videos will be on Twitch, but they will not be released on YouTube till Thursday at 4:30 Central U.S. time and Friday 4:30 Central U.S. time. So keep that in mind. But other than that, all I gotta say is our schedule, of course. Team Up Tuesday will be Starship Troopers Extermination. Watch us try to get into this and survive. Thursday, there will not be a stream, but videos will be posted Thursday and Friday. And Saturday, we will either be Space Marine 2 or I will be back in Star Wars Outlaws. And with that, guys, get out there. Remember, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spartan 923 Gaming. Take it easy.
Oh boy. Time for some lunch.